Hi, my name is DoneyJ Jr. and OBS is recording. That's good. It's been one of those days, man. Like, aka one of those days where you've been playing Banjo-Kazooie for multiple hours straight, and then you just don't know what's happening. Yeah, one of those days. And then I know, like, tomorrow I'm gonna have to spend the entire day getting music to put in the background of this, because I've just resigned myself to that fate now. Like, I can't stop putting music at the end, in the background of these, because then I'd look like a loser. So now I just have to do this. I just have to put really faint music in the background of all of these, like I'm actually important or something. I just get video game music off of anywhere. I just look up, the Final Fantasy is church music, kinda. Look up there, and then I find some songs. Whatever. So we got chapter 14, the best laid plans, in a house. I don't know which one this one is. It's just how it be sometimes. I obviously knew which one it was, but whatever. Okay, so it's a dad and son conversation, and two people who I have no real care for. So, woo, and I gotta get back in these voices. Oh my god, I'm hyped. Haven't felt this happy to be plastered out into the couch in forever. Are you? Wow, I feel like I'm just barely keeping myself sitting. If it weren't for keeping you kids safe, I'd be out there right now. Well, we did just do a whole lot of running around for no good reason, and some of us aren't gods and shit. I'm detecting a hint of judgment in your voice there, Harry Anderson. Don't you enjoy being a part of all this? Finally getting to be in the thick of it all? I mean, I was having a fine time at school, if I'm being honest. All this tear-assing back and forth between my home and various points of interest over the past few days has me pretty beat. Also, I wouldn't call this the thick of it all. Oof, getting air quoted by my own quotes by my own son. We had to hide in a forsythia bush on the way back here when the drone flew by. That's the thick of father-son hijinks if I ever saw it. Well, modern-day war hijinks, but I'll take what I can get, you know? Yeah, I guess. I'm not knocking the old adrenaline thrill or helping out Rissy's moms or anything. I'm just saying I was literally just here and you told me to leave, so I hope this is where we're gonna park it for a minute. A boy's gotta breathe. Yeah, well, this wasn't my plan either. But Rose sent out some false intel about us heading towards my house, so technically this is the safest place we can be right now, since they cleared the area and everything, I guess. What? Now you look like you're hiding some extra commentary. Nah, I don't need to burn you with all that bureaucratic stuff, it's boring. Well, hold on now, Dad. A minute ago we're in the thick of fight together, and now you're backing out of sharing the details? It's not really, am I a part of this or not? Well, I sure say you were, but I guess my thoughts on what it is or isn't right for the best operation aren't up to snuff, because here I am sitting in the dugout, same as you. In the dugout? Or, what's a metaphor you might like better? No. I'm here I'm like the, understudy. Dad, no, Jesus, you don't have to do this. Or I got cast as a babysitter number 2 when I had auditioned for, I don't know. Yes, please, I got the baseball metaphor. I'm not a complete fucking nerd. Oh, I see. I was just, like, acknowledging that we've been sidelined here. Not that I mind personally, since, like I said, I am super stoked to be relaxing on the couch and not fighting a war. Plus, I wouldn't have been able to get your measurements for some clothes that actually fit you if we hadn't come back here for some hair where all my sewing stuff is. But it seemed like you were getting pretty into everything back there with Rose and them, into be with the old crew and everything, like stories and told me about the game. Yeah, that sucks. I had a good plan too. It just wasn't good enough for Karkat, I guess. I guess I'm not experienced enough in combat strategy, air quotes. Oh, now you're throwing the air quotes back at me? No, those are for Karkat. No, okay then, fair game. Look at us, bantering away. This is a plus of being here, at least. It's... God, I closed my nose for this voice. I shouldn't have to. I'm not gonna do it because it hurts my nose. It's been really nice to get out and spend so much time with you. Yeah, it's not so bad. Anyway, before you ruffle my hair or anything, it looks like things are getting a bit heated over between the Vriskas over there. Maybe we should offer them a snack to bring the mood back down? Me? Mess up your hair when you've worked so hard on that look? I do know you at least that well, Harry Anderson. Thank God. And then we go all the way back up. Oh, God. Is that his plan? Oh, he's got his plan right there. God, she really likes cats, doesn't she? Lame. Oh, God, my nose is all stuffy. Ah. Hey, Vriska. Oh, shit. You know, I realized this after doing this, but Vriska's voice is just my Dave voice. So it all works back around. So I'm gonna have to change that whenever they talk to each other. Hopefully never then, I hope. Because there's no Dave in here anymore. So no Dave here, and hopefully Rissy will never have to meet any other Daves, because then we'll get confused if their voices mix. Anyways, hey, hey, Vriska, are you okay? You've just been kind of quiet. Oh, and so you actually want to know what I'm thinking about now? You want my opinion? Yes. Not really sure what's going on right now. What? I was just wondering why you were so pissed off at me. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not pissed at you. I'm not pissed at you. You haven't done shit basically at all since I've been here. I just can't believe I'm back stuck with this tacky rumpus block after all of that. I'm gonna look like an idiot if I don't get out of there. I don't think anyone is gonna notice. I mean, I guess you did go viral, but the news moves fast these days. I don't think anybody is like glued to their phones waiting for your new hashtag resistance content. We could do something if you wanted. Huh? Yeah, if you're bored. This isn't this isn't my house, but Harry has video games and movies and shit. Actually, I'm probably better off not watching his movies. His taste is worse than his dad's. Ah! No, I don't want to watch a fucking movie! How the fuck can you think about movies? How are you okay with any of this? Any of what? Being left at home like a couple of dribbling wigglers. How are you so calm right now? You're Lucite and we're training you, right? And you're a troll, you're definitely 5 times stronger than a human, and if you're my clone, then why are you more badass than little Miss Fuzzy Fang? I can't believe you just stayed behind? Well, they told me to, and they're my mom's. And you just listen to everything they say? No, not really. I used to sneak out a lot, and they'd absolutely flip their shit if they ever got into my search history. But I guess the situation is kind of serious. There's a whole plan and stuff like that. Clearly not a good plan, because then I would be part of it. What's the point of me even coming to this shitty fake reality if I'm not supposed to fix it? I think they've got a strategy or whatever. That's just even more indication that they don't know what they're doing. Lalonde and Miriam have had however many soups to get older and stupider. But from where I'm standing, it was literally only a few days ago that I was their commander. I am primed for the battlefield. I ran this shit. Wait, really? They never told me that? I thought you'd said you know some more. You know about Tavros and Terezi. You told me you do. Yeah, they told me that stuff, but a lot of the shit that happens in this session, if not just in the history books, you weren't really mentioned that much. Excuse me? People know who you are, because we had to memorize the names of every one of the players, even the ones who didn't last very long. You're trying to tell me that there's a whole recorded history of Scrub, and I'm not in it? You were not in it. I guess they mostly focus on the creators who ascended, you know? Whoever was school feeding you up was a complete bulge sucker because I ascended before any of the humans did. Literally billions of years before, since our session was the one that created theirs. I was the one guided John... Guided? That's not really a G. I guess. Guided John's buffoonish blue ass all the way through his first few days as the medium. I made all the plans to take down the Jacks. I single-handedly cured your mother's fucking alcoholism. Briska, everything okay over there? Everything's fine, John. Okay, do you guys want a snack? Ah! Yeah, actually, a snack sounds great, Mr. Egbert. I'm not sure what I've got here. I don't really live here. Haha. Briska, he whatever. Just not the zebra cakes. Those are mine. Yo, okay. I hate theater kids, but zebra cakes are pretty fine. We can agree on that. Ah, dude, I love zebra cakes. Oh, yep. Yep. Okay. Oh, I like how Yiffy's in big text. So anyway, as you can see here, this would have worked out just fine. No, I think Karkat's right. This looks like shit, Dad. You know me letting you earlier use the word fuck. Slide wasn't a blanket proof for all cursing in front of me. Sorry. Tried to make such a shit plan, I won't call it that. Haha, wow. It's not like I think I'm any better. I mean, I still can't believe I told Brissy and them to bring a dead celebrity to school. What was I thinking? You were thinking it sounded hilarious, but yeah, in hindsight, maybe not the best call. Maybe it's genetic? Yeah, I can't believe we're all still alive, actually. How did you make it this far, being so bad at this? I had my friends with me, I guess. They're silent for a bit. John doesn't want to go on a reminiscing jaunt, which Harry Anderson stopped finding impressive a few years ago. Plus, they hadn't really had time to talk about what happened with Dave yet. He doesn't want to tank the mood by bringing him up. The rapport they built feels good, stronger than he expected. He'd spent so long secretly seeing most of the best parts of Roxy and Harry Anderson, he forgot he guesses, took for himself in there. too. And if what they have in common right now is a lack of strategic foresight, hey, he'll take it. Hey, he'll take it. I'm bad at reading. Being of friends, I will say this next were a good call at least. I don't hear any more screaming anyway. See, that's one good plan between the two of us. Bam. Oh, that was definitely them leaving, wasn't it? Ah. Oh. Hey. Yeah. Well, isn't this just heartwarming? The prodigal daughter returned to the loving bosom of her family. Oh, is this one of those rare and marvelous beasts? The villain speech. I've written one or two in my time. I'm on the edge of my seat. I hope it's better than your political material. I've always found that rather trite. I haven't given a political speech in years, Miss Lalonde, and I don't know what you're referring to. I'm just a simple businesswoman. Right with her own talk show, a multi-billion-dollar merchant company, and lobbying groups. That's what a businesswoman is, Jade, dear. But enough of that, I'll skip straight to the point. You are on my territory, in the presence of my secret police, laying your hand on my investment. You think I come anywhere unprepared? I haven't left the house without an armed guard in years. An armed guard in years. It is the libidinous, libinious? I don't even know. Power rush that comes from snapping your fingers at men with guns, or are you worried that you might accidentally do something heroic? Your ship is in contested airspace. You will land, whereby it will be confiscated by the Royal Human Guard. After that, you will be taken into custody. All of you, let's call it a family vacation, shall we? Wow, could you be more fool yourself? Shut the fuck up for a minute and look up. Yikes. If you make one more single move, I will bite him directly on the exterior shout tunnel. I will turn your son into a rainbow drinker. Then you will have a rainbow drinker son. That is not a good Kanaya voice. Oh, whatever. That's not how troll vampirism works. Don't treat me like an imbecile. You think I know anything more? I don't know everything there is to know about your disgusting biology? Okay then, I'll just break his fucking neck. Right, listen to Kanaya. She's having a bad day. I'm having a bad week. I know you have never trusted Kanaya with any of the children in the past. Let that distrust be the instrument of your undoing. If any harm comes to us, or Yiffy, or if you attempt to shoot us down, or in any other way dispose our escape, then you kill your son. Whoa, bro. Deep. Jane Crocker hesitates. This is something that she used to do regularly. Hesitate. Stop and think and weigh her options. Talk out every possible scenario and the impact it might have, morally and optically and socially. What would the political apparatus think? What would her social media followers think? Her friends? As the years went by and she honed her instincts, she found herself doing this less and less. The impact that her words made became lessened when spread out across such a wide and thirsty audience. As public sentiment began to swing her way, she stopped thinking about how she would be received, and more about how she could play the people she knew would receive her favorably. Looking up, she sees Tabby with tears in his eyes. Rage and guilt surged inside her. This situation is not her fault. The situation is not my fault. You're coming here and accusing me of kidnapping your daughter when you're the ones who kidnapped my son. So before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. I'm the only one who has taken any interest in her upbringing or education. Or have you forgotten who has been paying for her schooling and take charge of her introduction into society? I never asked you to do that. You offered. So stop calling me ungrateful for not sucking your dick over things I never asked for. Jane pulls up a steady breath. Behind her, she hears the click of cameras and a murmur of newscasters. The world is watching her be dressed down by a couple blood traitor rebels, one of which has very prominent dog ears. Jane wonders if either of them are even recognizable to be assembled as the old gods. One of her PR managers has recommended that she keep her look as static as possible, so that people can always recognize her as Jane Crocker, captain of industry, creator of Earthsea, maintainer of peace and plenty. She can't just stand here and let herself be humiliated, allowing two architects of the insurgency mess her around like this. If they were to kill Tavros, the entire world would see them commit this war crime, and weighted in the balance, Lon and Harley would be off paying reward. Saving your daughter certainly counted as a heroic death, and with the damage they've done to humanity, it would also be just. Tavros is not cut out for it once. Perhaps he knows what her choice is always going to be. Tavi! Stand down! Get out of my sight! Oh, shoot. Bro, why are you like this? Come on, Kidorino. Man, what a prick. What a real prick. Huh, I think this recording will be quick. That's good. What can I even say about this? I mean, John and his son getting along together. I mean, I don't care about Harry Anderson. But I'm glad that he's happy enough. I do care about John, though. I mean, he's okay. He's okay. Pretty much one of the last standing things here. But then, yeah, my previous talk about trans John. It's like, you know, reminds me of bad things, so I don't even care much about John anymore, so it's fun, it's fun. I think she would probably snap his neck. She probably wouldn't, but like, imagine if she did, that would be insane. Ooh, I mean, you know, let's see, John and Harry are getting along. Vriska and Brissy, they left the house. They're off doing whatever the heck Vriska and Brissy do. Who even cares? Not me. I hate most of this timeline. Or I just don't care about most of this timeline. Jake's pretty cool, I guess. John's okay. That's it, really. That's just it. The candy timeline is nothing for me. Man, I guess I like seeing Jane beat up for her war atrocities. That'd be fun, but who even knows anymore? Gonna do like a friendship is magic and just make her the good guy again, like nothing ever happened. It's like, hey, I trust you around kids. You tried to get your son killed. You know, just like fun things. Just you know, fun things. Anyways, yawn. Sorry. These 3, 4, 5, I guess. These 5. Well, there's 6 of them, I guess. These 6 characters, and outside of a church. Very interesting. Also, did they fly their ship like all the way around the building, or did they? I guess they just repel it or something. Who even knows? Anyways, I mean, yeah, it's just Jane sucks. I mean, we already knew this. It was not a new thing. Like we didn't just discover like, oh, Jane sucks. Who would have known? No, we knew this. We knew this was coming. But I mean, killing her son. That's deep. That's deep right there. Sorry. Had to text my friend that Homestuck Squared updated. Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate. Tavros 2.0, lesser Tavros, looks very scared. I'm scared too, honestly. I know she probably wouldn't like bite him, but she might. She might. She is mighty scary right there. Are they holding her leash? Are they undoing the leash or are they holding it? That is the wrong direction that I wanted to go in. Okay, thank you, back button. Dang flying parents. I guess they're undoing the leash. Hopefully they are. Man. This is just an unfortunate situation right here. I don't even know what to say. Like, I can't even describe this. I'm just gonna say it's something alright. Something bad. Oh no. Well, can't wait to see what happens here in, what is it? Almost October now? What's the end of September? Can't wait to see what happens here in December when we get back to these characters. Well, actually, they're kind of congregating. But then they keep splitting off into groups yet again. So who even knows? Not me. Who even knows? Yiffy still hasn't spoken. So I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, Yiffy hasn't spoken yet. She could still only speak in like barks, and I like that. Or maybe they're trying to make it a big reveal, like, oh, her typing quirk is awesome or something. Who even knows? Though I will admit, kinda sucky of her to stop this dude from going anywhere near. Wow. You know, Jane gave Jake erectile dysfunction. It's like canon. I feel so bad for the dude. He's just flaunted off. What a guy. What a guy. He's just become nothing. Very sad for him. Both Jakes are just absolutely obliterated. So that's fun for them. I don't have much to say on this one. Like last time, you know, there was like that big pause of time during the last episode where I just talked about stuff. I don't really have much to talk about here. Yeah, I don't have much to talk about here. Nothing big Homestuck related happening as far as I know. I wonder when they're gonna make the next book. Hopefully soon. Because we're right at the end of Act 5. One more book and we'll be done with it. But I guess formatting it is kind of weird. Because, I mean, we're pretty close to the end of Act 5, but not too far. Whatever. Anyways. That'll be the end of this episode. I'll see you, in a few weeks. And I will see this video in like 3 days when I just finally decide to edit it. So goodbye. See ya. Hi, my name is DoneyJ Jr. And this is happening, I guess. Not even a start to the chapter or anything. Or maybe it was... just no start to the chapter. Okay, well this is chapter whatever, and I haven't even uploaded the previous episode by this point, so I guess I'll just release both of these episodes as one. Just combine the footage together or something. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll just start this. So, chapter whatever, I guess. Who knows? I guess it's part of the same chapter, which was chapter 10, 11, 12, maybe. What chapter? 14. I was very far off. Anyways, it's these two people. Let's get started. Vriska Mariam Lalonde, recently Vrissy, and potentially you are so grounded you are never leaving the house again, isn't what is commonly referred to as an outside girl. She likes grass, it's fine to look at, and so are trees as long as they're somewhere off in the distance, swaying gently in the breeze. Trampling through them is not on her list of acceptable tree activities. Vrissy is already sweaty and dirt-streaked, and there's probably like 50 gnats trying to drink her eye fluids. And at this rate, she almost envies Tavros, his role as batter witch bait. Sure, he has to pretend to be threatened by Vrissy's mom, which is lame as hell, but also very embarrassing, but at least his eyes fluids are safe. Hey, can you slow down a little? I have to run over shrubs and shit, I can't fly. Ha! And whose fault is that? My shitty biology, I guess. Sorry, not all of us had scrub sessions to make ourselves immortal. Well, we'll take care of that, and don't even worry about it. Haha, I wish. Miss Roxy was talking about coming up with some sort of autonomous flying device, but it also got shot down by the council. What the fuck is that? A governing body, sort of. I'm not actually sure how much power they have anymore, well, with the batter witch seizing control of everything. But they were really against anybody who wasn't a creator being able to fly, since it's sort of a religious thing. Oh. That's fucking stupid. What good is religion that stops society from being able to advance? How could John ever let this happen? Don't answer that. I know it's because he spent suits being a sweaty loser. But anyway, that wasn't what I meant. Sure, we could get a fucking jetpack or whatever, but ultimately, that isn't gonna cut it. I had rocket boots that I used at the beginning of my session. Who didn't? That's Wiggler shit. You can't start to rely on tech. It breaks, and enemies can sabotage it. Really, we have to get you a god tier. That's pretty much the only solution at this point. Ideally, we'd go back to when you were at a Wiggler and start training you right away, but that's not exactly an option, so god tier it is. Is that even possible outside the game? Nope, but we don't have to worry about that once we get back into Scrub. What? We have to start this shit over again. You have all let it out of hand. All let it get out of hand, so there's really nothing to do besides a hard reset. Oh, how are we gonna do that? I got a plan. Look, up ahead. What? A Scrub session? What? No, what the fuck? This is a perfect spot for a fight, an ambush point. Huh? Don't worry about it, that's good. Well, that's what we're looking for. Who are we ambushing? Don't be stupid, we're the ones being ambushed. Ha! Your face is priceless, this is actually way more fun than I thought it would be. bringing you a younger dumb me. I think we're basically the same age. I mean, I think we're basically the same age. Whatever. Oh. Oh fuck. Finally! She has dice? She says, oh, she has like little hand dice. Dumb. Not hand dice, puffy dice. Okay, there's a ship. Vriska! I mean, Vriskas! Where are... Oh, fuck. No? Uh-huh. Yeah-huh. Oh. 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 Oh, I mean, that's just taking it too far. That's his actual home. You are pricks. All of you. Every single one of you are pricks. I hope you know this. That thing literally survived so many years, and you just blew it up. You blew it all up. That thing literally survived for, like, all his life, and you blew it up. This is a disappointing episode. I can literally add this on here. Nothing happened in this episode. I mean, this thing. I mean, cool, it's something, I guess, but it's super quick. I mean, I guess, yeah, this is a big thing, but I really need context for it, so, I mean, technically, not even the full things happened. This is... Wow. This is just really disappointing. They fucking blew up his house. What pricks? What serious pricks? Like, you guys are the worst. Where the heck did this thing come from? Either one. Anyways. What, she just do something? Okay, I mean, there's the two Vriskas. There's all these houses that are, I guess, smoking. For some reason. You did this to him. Dude was so passive. Dude didn't do anything to you. You blew up his house and all his pictures of his dad and all his stuff. Which, I mean, although he wasn't taken good care of anyways, but, I mean, literally kept this thing in pristine condition, and you just blew it up. I mean, Jake isn't inside, so I guess that's cool, but... Whatever. I don't have thoughts about this update. And I've told you all my thoughts about it. Disappointing. Nothing really happens. They blew up John's house. They're jerks. Vriska's doing whatever. Who cares? Woo. That's my thoughts on this. I get to add... I'm gonna add these all together. Like, tomorrow, that's it, okay? It's Friday. Just add the 2 episodes together. Cool. Congratulations, this is your update. Have fun. Okay, definitely not, like, forgetting to upload all my parts of me reading, Homestuck Squared for these past, like, 2 months. I'm definitely not doing that, no. I have to put the music behind it, and I'm just like, I'm just not feeling it. I got school and stuff, you know it. But I definitely wouldn't do that, you know? I mean, obviously, I was just waiting for, the next part to come out. Ha 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 ha. Totally planned for this. Anyways, so, bad storytelling's happening. Oh. Well, yeah, it's, oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Rough day, huh? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Karka? Karka, what are you doing here? It's nice to see you too. John, you may not have noticed, but I am the leader of an army. My place is on the battlefield. I suppose that is true, but that just doesn't answer my question. This isn't the battlefield, it's just the obliterated, smoldering husk of your former home. Well, yeah. Which was destroyed as collateral in an ongoing military conflict. Alright, fine. It just feels weird to call it that. I guess I'm used to thinking of home as somewhere far away from all that war stuff. Jesus Christ, John. I can't even begin to list all the ways in which that constitutes a short-sighted and puke-worthily ignorant thing to say to me personally. And frankly, I don't have time to bother thanks to the countless fires I've been putting out all day, the one presently consuming your hive notwithstanding. You know what would have made things a bit more smoothly, just a fraction, if you hadn't just decided to wander off the instant shit started happening. Jeez, I'm sorry, Carcat. I had no idea how much time had passed. I must have gotten a bit distracted by my house being blown up. Now I'm going to point out the obvious, but I feel like this was a problem that you of all people were uniquely and magically equipped to deal with. Oh, they're going to say it. Huh? You know, with your shoosh thing. My shoosh thing. Your shoosh thing. Your gusty nonsense, the gift of gas, your spurb-allocated blowjob. The supernatural communion you have with all things wind, you ass. Oh, right. That would have let me put the fire out, maybe. I don't think there's anything in my skill set that would have unexploded my house, though. That's fair. I suppose I'll add one more notch to the daily tally of crazy stuff to happen, which I just have to accept as my life now. So what'll happen while I was caught up watching the symbolic representation of my former life gets consumed in a giant fireball? Oh boy, where to start? So first off, in hindsight, today was pretty obviously just one huge baited trap. I say in hindsight because, fortunately, it was also extremely apparent even in foresight to those of us who spent a few seconds thinking about it. Right. Oh, come on, Egbert. Seriously? Kidnapping a person of importance only to let us know precisely where and on what occasion they would be most accessible for rescue attempt? Having that occasion be none other than the corpse party of a highly noteworthy political figure whose casket might as well have had a giant kick me sign daubed on it? Go away, job update. There was basically no way it wasn't a front for something huge, and it was. We happen to be seeing at the very one facet of that hugeness at the very moment. Well, I guess when you put it like that, I guess we all got pranked pretty hard, huh? This is no time for your shitty nerd pranks, John. Frankly, I'm insulted that you think such a word is even remotely appropriate. Opposite to the present situation. Other than to describe the way I'm personally being pranked by reality and having to explain all of this to you. Anyway, the rescue attempt. This is the only point where any semblance of good news comes into play, so savor it. Okay. Turns out that we didn't need to put in so much effort into the rescuing Giffy part of the operation. She basically rescued herself when all was said and done. It took care of kicking Gamzee's corpse box over while she was at it, in a stunning display of efficiency which the rest of us can only aspire to. Wow, I knew she'd be a little bit of a character, being Rose Dade's daughter and all, but that's impressive. It sounds like she'd be a pretty welcome addition to your ranks then. She's a child, you moron. Oh, and speaking of which, pausing briefly to note in advance how much I loathe the fact that there's an eventuality that the universe has once again seen fit to curse us with. The Vriskas, plural. Shit. They've both been captured. Shit. Yeah, great work keeping an eye on them, by the way. You literally had only one job and you messed up in the equally singular way as possible to do. I know. Sad face. Having said that, this is the one thing of Carker's sleeve you could be excused from not having seen coming. I guess because on the face of it, it's totally just fucking bananas. Jane's plan for this conflict has thus far consisted almost entirely of kidnapping various high-profile children. It's bizarre. As though we are fighting a war of attrition, where the main resource being utilized is the offspring of the most powerful people on the planet. If it wasn't one of the core tenets of her fantastic philosophy, I'd be tempted to say that curbing reproduction might have been a good idea, if only to prevent this kind of fuck shit nonsense from happening. Wait a minute. You said that both Vriskas had been captured, right? Excuse me while I wait for the revelation that you have been paying attention for once. Okay, well, putting that emotional outburst aside for a moment, how's it even possible? Isn't Vriska, the original Vriska, still her magic alien mind control powers? It seems like it should be basically impossible for anyone to kidnap her. You stumbled ass backwards across the most important point of the unfortunate development. You are correct in that with her cast typical, completely scientific and not even a little bit magical, psycho-manipulative abilities, staying out of Crocker's reach should have been completely trivial for her Circuit Prime. Even accounting for the fact that she said abilities are not nearly as potent as humans as they are on fellow trolls, they still ought to have tipped any alteration squarely in her favor, but somehow it didn't. Instead, things appear to have gone closed up in classic Vriska fashion, and one of the most unexpected and unwanted, nevertheless useful weapons in our arsenal is doing time in Crocker jail. That's about all we've been able to glean from tapping into the Batterwitch airwaves, which is a fancy term for eavesdropping on those of her agents who talk a little too loudly in semi-public spaces. Jeez, I really screwed that up, didn't I? I'm relieved to see that your grasp on that fact is pretty good at least. Sad face. Having said all that, and with the recognition that I am choosing to nurse your bruised feelings during a planet-wide conflict for the fate of my species, is there anything I can do to expedite you getting the fuck over it? I don't really know. This all feels wrong, Carcat. No offense, but when you're around, it's usually a lot. A lot what? A lot funnier. Funnier. how to put this? Normally listening to you go on and on about how much you fucked everything up. It's just very funny. But now it's not the same. Maybe it's part of what's going on with this entire reality. I don't know. Once upon a time, you would have put down your ability to pull a silly rant out of your butt as a fundamental law of physics or something. Remember back when we first knew each other? It felt like all you ever said to me was how much you thought I was screwing up and being a useless asshole. And once I realized that you were also just a dumb kid who didn't know what was going on, I started to kind of enjoy it. But now it's like, the only one who's still a dumb kid is me, and everyone else has something big and important going on that I just don't understand. I thought that I finally got what was going on with this whole war and everything. I wanted to be useful. I guess I got a little too wrapped up in the feeling of something finally happening again. Sorry. I'm closing my nose for the voice, and it's a lot of talking. I can't breathe. And then watching it all blow up in my face, kind of literally just how I think about it. It's hard not to feel even more dejected about the situation than I was before. And now even the patented Cardcat vent man has lost all its sparkle. Maybe if you had, like, painstakingly itemized a list of all the things wrong with my plan in a comically overdone fashion or something. I considered it, but honestly, there was so much wrong that I concluded the best thing for everyone would be to never speak of it again. Oh, okay. If we're being honest, you didn't even have a plan, John. Calling it a plan would imply that it was a structured sequence of steps designed to achieve a goal. What you came up with was a convoluted mess which still somehow involved doing fuck all. And I use convoluted here in the same way that I would describe the frenzied drawstick scribbles of a squalling human infant. Speaking of which, drawing a shitty picture with the ultimate plan at the top and a bunch of arrows does not, and to the best of my knowledge, has never constituted an actionable plan. Now respond to this criticism with another miserable expression, I am begging you. Okay. Sad face. Look, I appreciate that you seem to have dug your pen out of your own chute the few micrometers necessary to notice the precise degree to which it is being judiciously bat-fucked right now. Sorry. I gotta breathe. As hard as it is for to believe, that's a feat which no small number of people are completely incapable of doing, but noticing the problem and making meaningful progress towards solving it are two completely different things. I'm bad at reading. The next time you get the impulse to lend a hand, you'd be better off canning it for 5 minutes and listening to those of us who've been trying to solve it a lot longer than you have. This isn't an exercise being conducted in order for you to prove your personal degree of moral rectitude, and if it was, you would have already failed miserably. So do yourself and everyone a favor and stop treating it like one. Well, alright, if you say so, Cardcat. And I do say so, empathetically and at great volume. And now that my obligation to... I don't even know what that word is. Catchy. You on the subject of your own life is fulfilled. I have a word to get back to. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my god, what now? You can't be leaving already. There's so much we still need to talk about. Of course I'm shitting leaving. What more could there possibly for us to discuss? Please do not tell me you had just another emotion that we needed to drop everything in order to dissect. That's not what I'm talking about at all. Cardcat, we still haven't spoken about you. About me? Yes. I'm not gonna do the nose things for the short answers. About me? About you. What the fuck about me? Well, you know, how you feel. How I feel. Or just, I don't know, it's been so long since we've seen each other. All sorts of things have happened at any time, and it doesn't feel like right just not mention any of it. Like what? I don't know, Cardcat, literally anything. I mean, look at you. You're decked out in a tight bodysuit and have an eye patch and everything. There's simply no way there isn't something to discuss there. God, I'm losing my breath. Just sitting there watching the house burn. Like, forget the eye patch. You don't have to talk about the eye patch. I feel as though that point still stands. There's basically a bottomless well full of stuff to go through. I mean, we kind of glossed over it when you brought her up earlier, but about Yiffy? This might not come across so easily due to human cultural boundaries, but her existing is kind of a big deal. I feel like somehow I missed the part where all of us sit around and talk about how strange it was that two of our friends went off in a secret trail without any of us knowing. Is it too much to ask that we just have a part now? That we have that part now, Cardcat? I mean, maybe it just doesn't mean too much to you, John. Which is a little strange, given that it ties into the whole conflict of what that you had and Dave. Oh god, we have to talk about Dave. John, fucking hell, I don't want to talk about Dave. No, this is what I mean, Cardcat. We need to talk about Dave. Aha, like shit we do. I have no fucking clue that's even relevant topic of conversation. Oh, come on, there's no way you haven't kind of messed up on him, right? I mean, I know I am. Whenever I think about how things ended between you two, especially how that he's... I'm so sorry, Cardcat. Sorry doesn't even begin to cover it. The whole thing feels impossibly sad. What I'm trying to say is, it's not healthy to bottle these feelings up and not acknowledge them. Even if you aren't feeling anything right now, and I don't for a moment believe that's true, I need to talk about Dave. So let's please talk about Dave for a moment. Fine. If we'll get you to shut up about this topic for even a brief moment, then fine. Regardless of how pointless an exercise I consider it to be, I will discuss you with my feelings about Dave. Okay, thank you. Are you prepared to be in... Sorry. I've lost my breath again. Prepared to be inundated with none other than an interrupted spate of hard, unbalanced data vis-a-vis my sweeps for press by cultivate. emotions on the Dave situation. Well, here goes. I can say, oh, my throat hurts and I don't have any breath. You wanna know what I'm really feeling about Dave? I feel is that I wish everyone would stop fucking bothering me about him. Alright, so he and Jade got human married. Big deal. Do people forget that I was there? I felt like everyone was forgetting that I was literally invited to the occasion. I even come to expect this kind of amnesiac behavior from everyone else. I admit that I didn't know exactly stick around or actually show my face for most of the ordeal, but you aggravate should have no fucking excuse. Like, I got that's not what I. So yeah, the whole thing happened, and I came to terms with whatever there was to come to terms with, which is fucking nothing. And then I got on with the actual important business of trying to prevent the world from crumbling, which is on the subject is still fucking happening. I'm utterly appalled that this is an infernal morsel I keep having to spoon feed down your wind chute every 5 seconds. John, I really am. I mean, holy shit, now is not the time for this. The one thing I can say with absolute ironclad certainty is that if Dave were here, he would say the same thing. Speaking of which, where is Dave? I feel like if everyone could have run away from devolving into a headless clusterfuck, it would have been okay. Maybe not him, but at least maybe we've healed, helps drag some of your depression fatigue a little sooner. Oh shit. Not only that, maybe both of us here. Oh, he's blacking them out. He's graying them out. Maybe we both here could have dispensed with this entire sorry topic once and for all, if only for your benefit. Oh, hi, Dave. John seems to be under the impression that the unspoken history between us is of sufficient import. Oh, God. No. My nose is still closed from speaking as John. That we need to hash it out at the very second in front of the blasted remains of his home. Yo, Carcat, it does seem to be a strange thing for my best friend John to be concerned about, given that he has spent the last 5 years wallowing in the depths of Diva's divorce fever, and especially since Jade and I have meanwhile been working as part of your resistance with no complaints. But sure, we can bro-fist each other and arrange our limbs in an unambiguously platonic way, which is also flawlessly calculated to communicate to everyone present here that here are two guys who are totally and unequivocally over each other. Oh God, you don't. That sounds like a great idea, David. With that, maybe we can all wash our touch stumps of this whole deal and never have to speak of it again. Would you like that, John? Would you satisfy your craving for catharsis on the subject of Dave? Don't try again. In fact, why don't you call Dave and get him over here right now? Oh my God. Maybe we should get Jade to come over. Well, fuck, why not invite fucking everyone? Why not press pause on this rage war for a moment and have one huge feelings jam on meal where we all publicly sorry. Expectate our various convoluted emotions. Forget peace talks and fucking Crocker to come. Maybe the sight of a Dave Cat reconciliation is the secret way to unlocking the part of our brain that stops her from being a genocidal racist bitch. How could we possibly have been so blind? If Gamzee wasn't dead, you could have invited him as well. Haha, that's okay. We still have a veritable menagerie of people who aren't dead. We know who aren't dead. All of them who I was sure would be simply delighted to attend what will undoubtedly the single most important event in Earth's bullshit history. If that's what it takes, then I'm prepared to do it. Don't think that I won't. If just for an instant, it will get everyone off my case about this. I will stand up with Dave in front of the entire fucking world and solemnly vow I do not give a shit. Carcat! Oh, but the fucking was just too much. I thought you knew. What? Dave's gone, Carcat. He's dead. I didn't mean for you to find out like this at all, I thought. I mean, I only heard about it yesterday, but I was convinced someone would have told you already. Apparently one minute he was there, the next, none of us even know what happened. It wasn't making any sense that he's dead, but he is. He is dead and he's not coming back. Talk to me, Carcat, please. Please talk to me, Carcat. He didn't even say goodbye? Oh no. Oh no. He did not. And now he's chilling with Aradia. And no, Dave. Dave's one of my favorite characters and he's gone from this universe. I like you too, Carcat. You're fun. Yeah. That's unfortunate for Carcat, man. Yeah. Yikes. See, this is the one of the few times where I can tell you that I'm actually looking forward to the end of this conversation. There's something amazing in Homestuck Squared, because I've never felt that way about anything in this dang comic, except for probably, like, whatever the heck Robo Dave and the cavalcade of idiots in robes are doing on their spaceship that just flies in circles in the middle of space. I say this every time. Dude, it's so dumb. I don't like any of these characters anymore. Except for you, Carcat, and John's okay, I guess. He used to be my favorite character, but just, like, not anymore. Not really doing anything. He makes me sad looking at him. So, this is just gonna be a long video anyway. I don't think I have to talk about much stuff here. It's great that, you know, we finally got to see Carcat. Like, should do what I did a long time ago when I was younger, more spry. Eh, eh, eh. There he is. Yeah, I mean that is a decently sized man. Look at John. John's little adult body. He doesn't work out or anything. He's just sitting there. Bro. No. Why is John the least attractive out of all the main characters in Homestuck that are still alive? Except for Gamzee. Gamzee's dead now, so he doesn't count in that statistic. But he's not attractive either. Why is John like... Everyone else is like all like more attractive or just like got their like stuff together, but John's just sitting here in a teenage Du Bois getup, watching his house burn down, and he's just like, he's just there. Yeah. No, well, at least he's got the toilet in the bathtub still. Good for him. Briskas, whatever. I really hope there's not a fourth part, because I'm gonna edit all these parts back together. Like after this, Halloween is today, so I won't do it today. But tomorrow I'm gonna do all of this, and like put all the parts together and all that. So there better not be a fourth part. Okay, I think this will be it. This was a good. Sorry, I'm like hiccupping because I had to suck in breath. Yeah. It was good. That was a fun update. I mean, not a fun update, but it was good. I do enjoy it when people talk back and forth. It's fun. I enjoy that part of, like, reading things. I'm sorry. I enjoy when people talk back and forth about, like, feelings and stuff, which some people may not like, but I like, because I don't get to talk about my feelings enough, and people talking about their feelings makes it less sad that I don't talk about my feelings. Yeah, Garcat's looking pretty fly. Yeah. See you later.